Okay, we'll see attendees joining in now. I'm just gonna go live with Facebook as well.
So I'm just going to mute her.
Hi, Alana. Hello, Sadia. We're just gonna start in 1 second. I'm going live on Facebook and we'll start today's meetup. I'm super excited to say hi to every one of you. It's been a while. And yeah, we're just sharing it on Facebook. So feel free to share, like, and just get more people, just get more shepreneurs on board. Yep. I want to hear a hi or see a hi in the chat button, in the chat section also. Please feel free to give us a shout out. Okay, so we've got a few attendees already. Sina will just ask you if you want to come in and have a chat with us, because this is, hello, hi Rhonda, because this is an open Q&A meetup interactive session. We're going to keep it very, very minimal to a presentation module. It's going to be us just wanting to understand, your journey, you meeting other shepreneurs already who are also, on the same journey as you, and then answering questions that you guys might have. And Sina tells me from the entrepreneurs that she has recently onboarded, there are quite a few questions that we need to answer. So please feel free to shoot them. Before we start, I'll just do a quick introduction of myself, and obviously It's Her Way. So It's Her Way is going to be 5 years old in July. Actually, not July, sorry. In May 17th of 2017, May was when we launched, and it's been 5 years. And those 5 years have been nothing less than a magical journey. And I hope and pray to the Almighty to see you guys grow in the next 5 years with us. I really hope for you to be by our side and for us to be by your side, because entrepreneurship over a period of time becomes a very lonesome journey. And if you have someone rooting for you and cheering for you, it's a happier one. It's a more satisfactory one. So yeah, everyone who wants to join as a panelist, I'd like you to just introduce yourself if you can. If you want to switch off your camera, that's fine as well. We're promoting most of you to panelists. And yeah, just say a hi and tell us about your business and we can take it from there. Hi, Asma. Hi, Shahid. We've promoted you guys to panelists, so we'll wait for you guys to just say hi. Awesome. And then
Rhonda is saying yes, so we'll make Rhonda
yes.
also wants to.
Yeah, we don't need, it's not needed for you to switch on your camera if you're not comfortable. But
I'm trying to fix the microphone. I don't know what's happening. Hi, how are you?
Good, Shahid. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Sina?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, actually.
Yeah, most welcome.
How is everything? Friday?
It's good. Still, and let's start the weekend, but it's good because already the kids they have their vacation,
Awesome. Yes, spring break almost. So
yeah.
Shahid, since you've been brave enough to join and switch on your camera, why don't you just give us a small introduction about yourself? The other panelists are also listening in, so it would be a nice thing for you to introduce yourself to the community.
It's okay. Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Shahid Jum'a. I'm a Jordanian. I'm the owner of Mandala Art Shop. Actually, I started this business 1 year ago. I found this art something is really new and really interesting to me. So I decided to make this hobby. It started as a hobby. I decided to make this hobby into a small business. and it's still new, as I told Sina before. I hope with you guys it will be grow and become very popular to many people. That's it.
Awesome.
Nice.
We love some of your work that you've posted live on online.
It's an
And
amazing
Sina,
work.
yes, it's amazing. Sina, why don't you just share in the chat her website link whenever you can while we are
I'm
going?
going to do that.
We'll have it.
Yeah.
Rhonda, why don't you go?
Hi.
Hello.
You're on mute, Rhonda.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Hi.
you.
How's everybody?
We're good. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. Thanks. So yeah, to tell you a little bit about my business, I have I do kids events and activities and arts and crafts sessions and craft activity boxes for kids. So hopefully tonight and tomorrow I'm going to work on it so we can get them up on the platform now that I'm done with Mother's Day and everything. So yeah, basically I just want to promote the craft activity boxes to go out. There are a lot of activities inside, including process art and craft activities, teaching the children new techniques and with step-by-step guides. So hopefully, the kids keep busy for 1 or 2 weeks with my craft activity boxes. And the good thing about it is that they get to choose which activities they like or which theme they like, because not all children will like the same thing. So they do something they enjoy. So that's basically it. So hopefully, I'm not going to say hopefully, I know deep down in my heart, I know it will work, everything will be fine, but I just have to get them up there. And yeah, I have no doubts whatsoever. It will be amazing.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We have a few others who are also there. Farina, do you want to quickly tell us? You can just be on, without your video as well. Just have a chat. We've activated your, yeah.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Farina. I've recently joined It's Her Way, and here to promote or sell basically chocolates. It's totally homemade, and it's called chocolate bonbons, which has filling inside with mint ganache or fruit ganaches. And also I'm having in mind of selling brownies and other pastries. So hopefully this is a platform. I'm very new to online selling, and I hope I'll get some sort of connection through this way, and hopefully it'll be fruitful. I'm looking forward for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Farina. Thank you for joining. So while the rest of the ladies join, I'm just going to quickly launch our short poll, just so that we know each other and where we're going around, just short questions. I'm going to launch that. Feel free to answer and we'll take it from there. So I want to know, how long have you been doing the business? Some of you have already answered, but some of you have not wished to join as panelists. So please, if you can. We'll wait for the polls answers to come in for a bit. We see that most of us today are new business owners, which is very interesting, very exciting, and daunting at the same time. And while it's daunting, I think I would only say keep the spirit on. There is a tipping point which comes in month 8 with experience. I'm saying this, and there's another tipping point which comes after 18 months. So just keep that in mind. Maybe the voice in your head could be me. Keep going, keep going, keep going after month 8 and month 18. So yeah, I'm just going to see. Ladies, whoever is there, please just quickly answer the poll so that we can close it and go to the next question. We have Mubashira also. Mubashira, I'm just going to activate your microphone if you want to say hi to us and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, it's not working, the polls. And I try to
Is it?
vote. No, there is host and panelist cannot vote.
Yeah, it won't let us vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have to demote you to the it's okay. So let's just answer it. Oh yeah. Right. Sorry. Yeah, so you guys have I know Rhonda has been over 3 years, right? You've been doing this.
Nearly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 years now. Yeah.
And Shahad? Almost.
I studied like 1 year. Yeah, well, as I told you, I start as a hobby and then I decided to make an Instagram account and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so Sadia is also saying something. She's saying she cannot switch on her microphone. She has.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Sadia, and I am also a newcomer on It's Her Way. Actually, I have registered, and after that, it's sort like I forget everything or didn't touch up It's Her Way because of my other activities. But I really want to grow now my business and learn from other entrepreneurs here how to grow and how to expand your market. So I need lots of guidance.
Awesome. There is a lot of guidance that is coming your way. There's a lot of interaction which will also come your way. I have just activated everyone's microphone while we speak.
I have a few questions as well. That can the entrepreneurs promote each other or help each other out to coordinate? Like recently, I don't remember the name of the lady. She's doing the art and craft workshops. So as I am an makeup instructor as well and an art teacher as well. So I want to introduce some classes for kids. So how this thing can help out with
Sure.
somebody there to. Yeah.
For sure. We'll take questions right in a bit. I'm just going to activate the polls. Let's answer the polls and we'll go for it step by step. So there'll be an open.
The problem is I'm outside and right now I'm unable to answer the poll. There is a tapping problem on my phone. I wanted to answer the question. That's why I couldn't do that.
No problem at all, Mubashira. Just hold tight, keep your microphone mute for now and listen into the conversation. And when there is, when we start the questions, we'll definitely. So in short, to answer your question, yes, we want to support every single one of you. And most of the people in the community will also just try and start getting engaged more and more in the WhatsApp community, the Facebook, and interact more with us also. So yeah, I have Rashmi. Hi, Rashmi. Do you want to say something or can we move on to the next question of the poll?
Armin, I think the female who was before me is not Mubashira. Mubashira is me. I think she was someone else. So I'm not quite sure if you got her name because I also didn't get her name.
Yeah, even I didn't get her name. Okay, Mubashira, hi. Sorry.
No problem.
I think that is
patiently waiting. You should have just, okay, anyways, fine.
No, I didn't want to interrupt her because I knew she was outside and I thought maybe some connection, she may lose some connection. So I just wanted her to finish. But then I thought, I just wanted to correct you because I did not get her name and nor did I'm not sure if someone else got her name or not.
Okay.
Can I tell my name? Sadia. I was
Sadia.
talking. Yeah, my name is Sadia and I am running Charming Creations that is related to home decor and handcrafted things.
Awesome, ladies. Okay, Mubashira, do you want to go for the intro?
Yeah, I am basically not an entrepreneur. I do not run any business, but I basically wanted to understand what ItsHerWay.com all about. Because being an influencer, I have a lot of people who generally ask me, in UAE and also, people staying outside UAE that is there any platform where we can, showcase our business? We are new in this business. And, what are we doing? If there is any other platform apart from the, normal trending platforms that are there. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to join this call and understand what basically, you guys do and what kind of products are available on this website, so that, if someone asks me tomorrow, then I have something to share with them, to guide them to, or, something like that. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to join. I'm not an entrepreneur. Not yet.
You are an entrepreneur. If you're an influencer and if you're blogging
Yeah.
about things, that's a business on its own.
Yeah,
We all
that's
agree
there.
with that. We have entrepreneurs like you, shepreneurs like you, who are influencers, bloggers, who do that for a living, listed with us,
Yeah.
and they get a lot of business from the community itself. So it's good that you've joined. Maybe we can catch up right after the call to see how we can collaborate more.
Sure,
Thank
sure,
you for
sure.
joining.
I'll be more than happy.
In a nutshell, Mubashira, we have 2,000 female entrepreneurs. We are 5 years old, as I said. I get very excited, so I just fumble once I say that we're going to be 5 years old. It's 2,000 entrepreneurs, 30,000 plus products and services live. We have been awarded over the journey as well. We have been awarded 2019's Most Admired Startup of the Region and many other awards and recognitions over the years. Our sole vision and our sole aim through ItsHerWay is to get more than 1 million female entrepreneurs registered and successfully running their business in this region. So
Wow, that's awesome.
anyone, thank you. Anyone who has a product or a service is more than welcome to join the tribe. So the first poll answers are out, and we can see that most of you are into your first year of business, which is great. I think that is one of the things that this, the post-pandemic era has shown, that more and more entrepreneurs want to try, or more and more entrepreneurial spirits are coming about, and we want to try a side hustle, something which is of our own. And essentially the world is changing. We'll see more and more small and medium enterprises registered across the world very, very soon. Okay, time for the next question. And it's important that we keep the engagement going, just because I want to help and understand every one of you so we can, support you better. So the type of business that you have, is it a product or a service? And Mubashira, please feel free to answer. I think it's relevant for you as well. I'm just going to wait for a second for the answers to come in. Rashmi, it's fine if you can't say hi. We'll say hi to you. Rashmi is also one of our relatively newer shepreneurs from the tribe. We have some of our old shepreneurs also who's joined, and we'll say hi to them in a bit. This poll has been a quicker answer, so I'm just going to share the results with you guys. 83%. Now you can see it, right? 83% of you all have products that you all are selling. Amazing. And 17% of you today who's joined us is a service provider. Even better. I think this number between the products and services was always skewed this way. In fact, before COVID, we had a much lower ratio of products versus services. And it's good that we've crossed that 15% mark. We would have about 5% shepreneurs who would sell services. Not because there weren't many, but they just didn't want to, or they just didn't understand how to go the e-commerce way. And it's important for us to establish that difference also. If you're selling on Instagram, and ladies, hear this and just hear this and remember this, yeah? If you're selling on Instagram, it's not an e-commerce business. If you're selling on Instagram, you are not an online business. Yes, there are channels, there are support elements that will help you sell on Instagram, but Instagram is not an e-commerce channel. And when you understand the difference, and when you are establishing yourself as a brand, having digital presence cannot start and end on Instagram. It has to go beyond, especially when you're selling products, and 83% of you today are selling products. So more importantly for you, you need to understand the difference between having your Instagram as your main channel of sales that cannot do enough, and it's going to bog you down more than anything, because it's a content channel. It's a channel that showcases your brand well. And me, I come from the media industry. I've worked over a decade in media and marketing, and Instagram or social media as a channel is an awareness medium. It'll drive you awareness, but the conversion rate from awareness to sale is going to be much lower, and you need to drive sales through other channels. It's Her Way has a very, very strong commerce channel and e-commerce channel, which every single brand that is there can use in the best possible way. I think that is the difference between us and Instagram. That is the difference between us and, even Amazon and Noon and the big players, because we are the pre-Amazon, pre-Noon kind of space where we will give you step-by-step learnings, step-by-step understanding on how to play the e-commerce game. Now, when it comes to that, I want to ask the last two questions, and then I'll move to one very, very important topic that I want to cover today. And then we'll open it to questions. All right, so the question is, why did you join us? What did you expect? One answer. I would assume a lot of them would want to select more than one, but the main thing or the main objective that you've joined It's Her Way for, if you can just answer those for us, it would be great. So it being Friday today, we're trying to go fast and wrap up in the next 20 minutes so that we can all enjoy our weekends. But yeah, if you guys are in a place where you cannot talk or cannot speak freely, just feel free to type in the questions. I have given access for everybody's microphone, so everybody can talk. But yeah. All right, so the answers are in. This was a quick one. Anyone else remaining? I'm just going to end the poll now. Okay, Sina, if you have any questions that you wanted to answer, because you're also relatively new to the tribe, but you're amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and joining me. Feel free to jump in. Yeah, I'll wait for 2 more minutes for this poll to end. While we're waiting, you can ask whatever question you want.
Also, if anybody wants to ask, like, I do know that a lot of you all, I've chatted with most of you all, and if you think you want to ask like as many questions as you want, just feel free to jump in. You can send it on a Q&A, or you can send your messages here on the group, or I can make you a panelist. Just do a shout out and we can.
Someone is Bahar. Hi, Bahar. I'm going to quickly enable your microphone. Please feel free to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I can join the first 10 minutes of the session. That's why I want to introduce myself to you. I'm new in the platform. So I am a coach and corporate trainer. I provide confidence coaching, career coaching, and lots of workshops. My background is in marketing. I worked more than 11 years in fast-moving consumer industry, so I'm more on the services side. Yeah, so I'm really excited to my products, my services just listed. It's Her Way. I'm really happy to be here, and if you have further questions, I may share my profile up and my story in this survey, so you can reach me.
Thank you so much for that, Bahar. Yes, please feel free to share your profile link, from It's Her Way, and feel free to connect with one another. Okay, results are out.
New friends will come also.
That was for us. I'm going to mute.
Adia.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We are always wearing multiple hats, aren't we, as moms? Outside on the playground, on a business call, and still trying to do things and balance things. So the results are out. So the question was, why did you decide to join It's Her Way? You wanted to try selling online, is kind of the majority of your answers via e-commerce. I'm really, really happy and pleasantly surprised that the e-commerce element was very, very, was the majority of you to, answer. That is the main reason, because yes, we are definitely we're definitely there, and we're definitely going to support you. The reason for us to be the pre-e-commerce, Noon and Amazon and eBay e-commerce is that we take you step by step, as I said before. And to that, I also want to say that one of the main reasons we do that is there are multiple layers of information you need to give as a product provider and a service provider. E-commerce is like your catalog, but not like your Instagram. It's a catalog which actually needs to have every single piece of information without you being there. Otherwise, all of y'all should just record a video of yourselves holding your product and talking about it, and then share that with us. And we'll be more than happy to promote that instead of just a product visual and a description, It just makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean, right, Tina? It just makes a lot of sense when the product description and details about why one should use it, how big is it, how small is it, and all of those things are covered in your description.
Exactly, because it's like it's your e-shop, it's like if you run a store, what do, right? You'll definitely have everything placed well. So similarly, on an e-store, people can't touch. People can only see, read, and understand. So it's very, very important to have an amazing description, because that will sell itself. That's the whole point of having a good content and a good description being put out. Yeah. Yes, please.
So I was gonna mention, I want you guys to remember 3 letters: A, C, and T. ACT, let's say, right? So A, C, and T are basically the keywords for your product and your product description online: accurate, concise, and clear, and trustworthy. Now, the trustworthy element is a journey. It can't happen immediately. It will happen over time. And how do you build trust? You build trust with reviews, great amounts of pictures, immense amounts of details about your product. I was recently doing just a random research study, and I came up with one very interesting quote or saying or research piece, that a good sales meeting would have an average of 7 questions. But a great sales meeting that actually achieves a sale and it converts will have 47 questions in an average. Now, you see the difference? If you're engaged enough, you will ask more questions. And if you want to make your decision, you will ask more questions. And if your customer wants to buy you, you need to answer their questions, because you're not there physically selling it to them. You're not at a market. You're on an e-market. You're on e-commerce. So you need to make sure that you're answering the questions that they might ask without them, questioning, without them telling you that. So you have to assume, let's say, a 10-question journey for each of your product, and then try and answer those in your description accurately, clearly, and in a more trustworthy manner. So you don't need to have terminology which is complex, language which is complex. Just be truthful about your product. You have to say, if this product is going to last, skincare, for example, if this product is going to last you 3 months, you might as well say that to the customer upfront before they purchase it. It would be nice to know. If you are selling a service and it's a consulting service, you don't want to spend more than 1 hour on each session, even if you're giving them 12 sessions. You might as well mention that in your description and service, so that after purchase journey and clarity is always there, and the truthfulness is there. The more information you give, the more trust your customer will have in you and your brand. Any questions here, ladies? Everyone can just, unmute themselves and feel free to ask. Yeah.
I have a basic question.
Yeah. Please, can you tell me your name? Sadia, right? That's Sadia.
Yeah, I'm Sadia.
Yes.
from
Yes,
Charming Creations. I want to know that as this is on my end, that was my mistake. I didn't check even my, you can say, page on Instagram or whatever interface it is. I want to know that how many people actually visited my shop or my products, or so that how can I evaluate that what is the demand of my products in the market? Is there any parameter to, count that thing or understand that thing?
Okay, so Sadia, you have two key questions. I'm just going to repeat it for everyone so we are all aware if this is the right question for you. You're asking about how does one analyze after the products are live on ItsHerWay? Do we have analytics to know how many people are coming on the website, on your page and your products specifically? And how can you improve that, right? These are your questions.
Yes, this is the right question.
Okay, all right. Please, if you can mute yourself so I can be more audible, and you can jump in whenever you have another question. So yeah, Sadia's question is very, very interesting and important. I think all of you might want to know that. Thank you for this question. Yes, we have everything when it comes to analytics. We have detailed analytics of each of your listing and each of your page. So the analytics of your entire catalog page is there, and the analytics of each of your product listing is also there. We can tell you how many people have visited your pages, how many people have bounced off, and how many people have retained and even added it to cart. Now, most often we would want to give you that report only after up to 3 months of you've been listed with us. And also after you've kind of achieved the best practices, at least up to a 60%. When we say best practices, is give us the right kind of pictures, give us the right kind of information in terms of description, product title, your pricing, and just the basic stuff, basic elements where we can work with them. If that is not there, then giving you an analytics which shows you very few number of visits is going to be demotivating you as well as us. But yes, as a learning, definitely we can share that with you, Sadia. And let's connect right after this. If you can, Sina, if you can just drop your email address and mine on the chat. Sadia, send us an email and we'll definitely get in touch to see how we can make things work better for you. Yeah. I want to go to the second question, and the people who've answered, 11% of them have answered that they decided to join ItsHerWay to be a female community. I think us as females want to support one another, and actively we do that a lot. I think we just need to ask for help. That is one of the things that we all need to start doing. Ask for help, ask for shout outs, ask for support, ask for likes and shares, and let the community work for you. The third and the most interesting thing is the tie-ups. Absolutely, absolutely. We have more than enough tie-ups for you to succeed. Logistics, supply chain, legal, everything you need under the sun to run your business successfully in the first 5 years, even more. We have that. Just reach out to us, stay connected with us so we can be of help whenever you need to. Keep us on your speed dial even. It's fine. Yeah. Any questions, ladies, as of now?
Hi, Armin. This is Neha from Naughty Dots.
Hi, Neha.
Hi, Armin. So you have just mentioned about the importance of having a good description for our products.
Yes.
So after this, I really want to change my description and the product photographs is kind of. So
Okay.
what's the process of doing the same, and how if I want to add more products, because since Ramadan is coming, so just wanted to understand.
Send us an email, Neha. Send us an email. You have, in your intro email, you have templates of your product list and your service list. You send us that, update the same list, and just send it to us with new products, and the team will be more than happy to update it on the website. But if you want it especially for Ramadan, I think it's time for you to do it like yesterday. Just send it over this tonight or latest Monday. We'll try and have it updated for Ramadan.
Okay, sure, Armin. I'll do that. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Anyone else, ladies?
Armin, I have a question, please. Shahid,
Yes.
My name is Shahid. Yeah, you said before you have the data to every profile in your platform. After this three months, if you feel that this this profile is not working very good, or there is no order, something, what you will do to improve these things, what you should do?
Yes.
And
So
from your side and from the buyer side.
So usually when the 3 months pass, we see a trend, whether there's a bounce rate, whether there's a heavy amount of people coming to your product, seeing it and then bouncing off, whether it's a referral based traffic, or, there's different types of traffic, the source of traffic. We will analyze that. Then we will see the amount of people who've come. We have certain metrics and benchmarks that we will map your brand against. And based on that, the learnings and insights will be shared with you. And when we share that report, we share recommendations also. So right now, I can't give you a definite answer for what your analytics would be and could be, but I think it would just be very, very good if you remind yourself and us that the 3 months mark is coming. And please share the report, and we will be more than happy to share it with you. Only after we release the report and you see it and we see it also, can we give you the right kind of recommendation, to be honest, Shahad, because every brand has a different analysis. A service brand versus a product brand based on different elements of their product, description, details might differ, right? So it will be only after we see the report and after we analyze it that we can give you.
So if you feel something drop in this profile, you will have a plan to lead the buyer to do something, to improve it. Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes what works is just defining your pricing strategy in a better way. I think we spoke about it the last time also, right?
Right.
So one of the main things that we see over a period of time is the pricing, and because e-commerce and electronic retail is very, very price sensitive, sometimes just playing around with pricing works also. But let's take it as it is. Your profile has recently been live. I think what you can do is share it in your link in bio, share it in your Instagram post, share it wherever you can across your WhatsApps and things like that. And let's get more traffic. Once we get more traffic, obviously we will also, but from your side, from your friends and family, if they will also give you feedback that Shahad, maybe this picture is not right. Maybe you should add some more product descriptions. It always helps if you share your potential customer, your catalog yourself, to ask them for truthful feedback. They'd love to give it to you.
Yes. Okay, I have another question. If the buyer want to take a break, whatever the reason, maybe vacation, traveling, something, what we have to do? Send an email?
Yes, you can just send an email and say, deactivate my profile for this much amount of time. When you're back, just let us know, and then we'll activate it. So while you are away, you don't need to receive orders and then cancel them. We would definitely recommend, we recommend you telling us in advance. And that is part of our seller terms and conditions also. There is a note where we mention that if you're away, you need to let us know so that we can deactivate it.
Right.
Also, on that note, I want to also share, while everyone's answering the last poll, your average price point, please. I'd like to know. While we're doing that, there's another point that I remember just on your point, was that any inactive profile, which means if you as a seller have stopped engaging with us, or there hasn't been any order or interaction, and you're not responding to our emails for up to 6 months, that term is also there, and that condition is also there, that we have to then deactivate your profile until you get back to business. So 6 months. So it's a good thing. If you're going away for 3 months, you should definitely let us know. We don't want to keep assuming that you're not around.
Yeah, I remember the question asked for Sina. I'm sorry, I have a lot of questions. I asked Sina before if the delivery ruined the product, what will happen? He ruined something during the delivery, and it's something will be fragile, or what will happen this time? I will pay for the buyer, or he will pay for me the delivery itself, or what will happen?
So I'll give you 2 scenarios in this. If the product
Yes.
is received damaged by the buyer and the buyer notifies us within 1 day or 24 hours of the delivery, then we'll obviously check in on where it went off. If it was the logistics error, if it wasn't packed properly, if there was not enough bubble wrap, and if it was not marked as fragile, then definitely it would be the marketplace and the seller who would have to, give them a replacement or give them a refund, give the customer a refund. So we have to kind of manage that internally. The customer wouldn't pay for a damaged item. So that's one scenario. The second scenario is, what could be the second scenario? I'm trying to think. It could be that there is something which goes missing in the logistics. And
something happened during the delivery, during the delivery itself, before the product goes to the buyer. During in the delivery car, something happened.
So so if it's our delivery partner, Shahad, and if you're using our delivery partners, they have the obligation to let us know and inform us in advance.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to figure it out case by case, how we do the refund or how we do the management of that issue. But more often than not, that doesn't happen, because if it's marked fragile and if it's packed properly, it's fine and it reaches very, very well. International shipping usually would be more of an issue. I mean, we've had cases where our non-partner delivery companies have delivered shipments from our sellers to our warehouse from Egypt recently, actually, and their packaging was all messed up and a lot of those things were messed up. Unfortunately, the seller did not mark it fragile, and they thought, or the delivery guys thought it was, I don't know, blankets or bed sheets or something that's not fragile. And they came in such a mess. There were products, there were beauty items, oils, and a lot of other things which shouldn't have been handled the way they were. So I think what we do, it's our responsibility as vendors as well to make sure we pack the items correctly so that doesn't happen. And what ItsHerWay does as a process is, Shahad, we make sure before you hand your delivery over to the shipping partner, like when they come to pick it up from you, you take a picture along with the item and the airway bill next to it, and you share it with us. So this is
by email also. I share this photo by email also.
Yes. Okay. And you share it with us. When you do that, that's done. So we know that it was intact until it was given to the person.
Okay.
After it was given to the person, it is the responsibility. Yeah.
Okay. And now I'm in contact with you and Sina. I'm still for future. I will contact with you or Sina also, or there is someone different.
So there are multiple team members. So we've got a social media team, we've got an operations team. There are emails that Sina will write out in the chat, and you can interact with the team members respectively there. Most of the people know me and Sina initially in their first couple of weeks of the journey, but obviously as you go along, you will interact with other people from the team.
Okay. Thank you, Armin.
You're welcome. I have a question from Rashmi in the chat, and I'm just going to read it out. Rashmi, are you still there? I hope you are. It's been close to a month since my products have been listed on the website. I don't understand what's happening yet and how it all works. If you could explain more on this and how to go ahead. Okay, Rashmi, I've personally seen your profile. And there are multiple layers of things that are amiss. Fundamentally, your pictures need to have better lighting. I think my team has already mentioned that to you. The other elements are something that we can discuss, and maybe we can just set up a call whenever you're available in the next week, and we'll take it from there. I want to do a one-on-one with you before, I just give critical feedback in a forum like this. So please feel free to message me. We are on WhatsApp with one another as well. Feel free to message me and we'll set up a time for discussing this in detail. Yeah. So, okay, the average price point, it's very, very interesting. So the next bit, and The next most important thing that I want to talk about before we conclude is the pricing. The pricing about your products and services. And I'm just trying to read. So more than 13% or 13% of you have your price points under 100. And over half of you are priced between 100 and 250. That's a very good price range. I think that's a good price range from a profit margin point of view, as well as from an e-commerce margin point of view as well. And with us, we are growing that number. So the 100 to 250 range is a very nice range to be in, especially for products. And majority of you today are product sellers. So I'm assuming this majority is coming from you. 13% of you are selling between 250 to 500. That's good as well. And 500 plus, I would assume they are they are service sellers and a few products. That's also very good. So I wanna spend a little time on pricing. I have done a few webinars before, and we always talk about pricing and the importance of it, especially in e-commerce. Because fundamentally a consumer, you and me, even when we are buying online, we want to look for discounts, and we want to look for discounted pricing, offers, special promotions, coupon codes, and things like that. So we have to be very, very attuned. Your first customer is yourself. You have to critically evaluate your own price point and say, am I going to buy this? Not because I've made it, but am I going to buy this? If this was made by somebody else and priced this way, would I buy this? Because it's a very important question. And if you say yes, that's the first step. If you say no, maybe, and you're not sure yourself, and you'll know, right? If you're not sure yourself, then you have to look at critically evaluating your price. There are people, I think I was talking to one seller who was just about to join us. She was telling me that one of the biggest challenges for her, especially handmade things, right, that you make. So a lot of our sellers today are handmade item sellers. The biggest challenge for you guys is, how do you evaluate your time cost? If you're spending 4 hours doing something, right? And you are spending 4.5 hours trying to make a Instagram post about it or something else about it, you will not be able to price yourself for those 8 hours. My daughter is crying. Sorry. Sina, you'll have to take over for a bit. I think, just give me a second.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. So anybody has any questions? So I've actually put out everybody's email out here on the chat. So we have a team social. So whenever you need any help with the social media, you can get in touch with the social media team. So they will help you, like, with paid partnership, promotions, anything that you want through our social media, that is. Then if you want to make any sort of changes on the website, you have Alina here. She takes care of it with Sell With Us at It's Her Way. And, then you have me and Armin if you want to get in touch with us with any issues and any queries that you have, we are right here. I've put out everybody's email as well out here. I've been doing that on and off. And yeah, so yeah, please shoot as many questions as you want. I think we have another probably 10 minutes more, and then just shoot us as many questions, and we'll try to get the answers for as many as we could. So Armin, I think Armin is still away. Yeah, Armin is back. Okay, great.
Here, sorry. I just had to step out and see. I'm home today, and I've been home this entire month actually. My daughter met with a small accident, so just trying to figure things out. She's fine now. She is just in off and on pain a little bit here and there. Okay, so do any of you have, sorry, where was I? I was talking about pricing, yes.
Pricing.
So yes, one of the most important things is pricing, because that is the biggest decision makers on online selling. Price, picture, and description. So if your description and price kind of is reason enough or is detailed enough to convince the person to buy, they might even buy at full price. But the peril of e-commerce is that today nobody is buying at full price. Everybody wants some kind of a discount, some kind of a promotion, some kind of just something they want back in value. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to play with your pricing, and there's a lot of opportunity for try and experiment with multiple price points in different products. So as I was telling you before I stepped out, there was a seller I was speaking to today. She was talking about her crochet work that she does, and she makes different items out of crochet. When she does that, she takes hours to spend, to make 1, 2, 3 items. I think a lot of you are also handmade producers, so you would kind of relate to this. You want to price it, your raw material is, let's say, 100. You're supposed to price it times 3, but more often than not, when you do that, your MRP or your final price comes very, very high. So with that, I recommend it to her, and I think it works for most of you today who are here as well, is that you don't price it times 3. You don't price everything times 3. You try and segregate them and try and see what are the items that are taking you faster to do. What are the items that you can actually buy supplies for in bulk and then price them. If you have a variety of price points in your product catalog, people will want to try the cheapest item or the mid, least expensive item first to see how your brand is doing. And then, they'll go into the journey and trust you to buy a more expensive item. I think most of us would relate to that if I'm buying on a new website, I'm buying a new brand, if I have the option, I'll choose the cheapest price point that brand has to offer me, just so that I have the lowest amount of risk when I'm experimenting with a new brand, a new company, a new product. Yeah, so that's my piece on pricing. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Yeah, I have something. I heard from some owner to our small business that they price according, especially in the handmade things, they price every hour like 25 dirham. That's every hour spent on this item, they charge like 25 dirham. This is the correct way you say you
I
feel, or what?
I wouldn't agree, Shahad. 25 dirhams. Let's say if you are someone who's spent 30 years in making mandala art, right?
Yeah.
Would you charge 25 dirhams all through the 30 years? No, right? That would be not worth your experience. So experience counts. Your base rate counts. I don't think there's a thumb rule to just charge by the hour for every artisan. Every artisan has a different talent type and a different, experience, even in the learning journey. Like the amount invested by a candle maker to learn how to do candles or make candles is different compared to someone who's made soaps and someone who's learned how to do art, fine arts, and many other things. So it's very different. I think one of the things that you must do as a business owner is try and price it with your cost. So keep a thumb rule of your average price. How much would you want to earn if you were working outside somewhere? I don't think in the initial stages you'd get the exact 100% in your business, because there's some investment that you have to do as well, right? So if you are charging, if you have your hourly rate at, let's say, 25 dirhams that you mentioned, and your material cost is 25 dirhams, your price should not be 150. It should not be times 3, or it should not be that much, because the product might not be worth that much as well. So you have to manage that pricing. Let's do another session also on pricing at some point.
Yes, pricing, this is the big issue, actually. This is pricing, really big issue. And sometimes people said it's expensive. Sometimes people said, no, you have to evaluate a little bit the price. You don't know what you should do, because we are starting this business. We're still learning, and, hear from this. you don't know what is the right decision.
I absolutely agree with you. I think let's just see a show of hands here, ladies. If you can raise your hand if you want another session on pricing, and then we can do a longer period because we're short of time now. We're just 5 minutes away from the closing.
I
Sina?
prefer it will be after Ramadan, Ramadan it's a few days because,
we're all hungry. We
Yeah.
don't want to talk about pricing. We want to
yeah,
shop.
there is no energy during the day, and after eating, we can
Yes.
move out of the couch. Yeah, this
I
is
totally
the
understand. Yes, absolutely. After Ramadan, but even if we do a session, we'll do a few sessions. I think everyone has to have this covered in the right way. And if you guys, are on the game with your pricing, I think we'll be better off trying to sell your products in a better way as well. So
Exactly. That's a very good point. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
definitely.
Hi, Arman. One
Yes.
last question. So before I joined this platform, there was one option also, if we can go for pop-ups and all that. Like the website does their pop-ups in markets, in makers markets or something like that. So is there any upcoming market from this platform?
So we will have upcoming markets, but we don't do dedicated markets. So we become part of markets. We become part of events. We will be hosting our own events, but we don't make it like a ripe market, let's say, or a exhibition that is just a pure exhibition. We will probably do our next event in May. It'll be a meetup where we'll also have an award ceremony along with a small pop-up from our shepreneurs and other things that we would do. So that is something that we will do.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else?
I think everyone has asked most of the questions, and I
Okay.
think now it's almost an hour. So
All right. Okay, so
all-
let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much, everyone. I don't want to apologize profusely for stepping out because I guess you all relate to me. We're all moms, aren't we? So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. And if you do need anything, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
Tina. Thank you, Arman. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, all of you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.